I had 7-Eleven twice the other day.
Jesus Christ. That's not a humble brag.
No, it's a brag. You know what I'm saying? That's a baller move.
Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. It's like watching, yeah.
Welcome to Hate Watching with Dan and Tony. I am Dan.
I am Tony. We're whispering today.
It's almost
a real
like
calming influence here.
We're almost wearing the same clothes that we wore last time because it's been so long since we've seen each other.
Here's a real question. Am I wearing the same clothes? There's a chance that I am, Dan. I'm just going to tell you that, right? It's only been 2 days. There's a chance. Who knows?
I know. I got 3 new shirts for Christmas, so...
Wow. Is this Joshua Tree one of the new ones? Probably not.
No, this one's really old. This one's really big and really comfortable. It's like way too large.
Yeah, that's nice. So
I look svelte in it. I don't look svelte in it, but I look small.
You look meek. That's what you look.
Yeah, because we just did Christmas last weekend.
Oh, that's why you went to the folks.
Yeah,
Dan, you know that was 3 months ago, yeah?
We're in
March.
It rained on Christmas, so we had to postpone Christmas, and we just got around to doing
3
Christmas.
months? That's a long postponement. Just
Christmas
wait till
presents.
next year, guys. You're fine.
Pile of Christmas presents waiting to be opened.
Sure. Well, that's beautiful. I think we should just make Christmas year round. You know, once a month, we just give gifts to people. I think that's nice.
Yeah, you could start that anytime, Tony. I'll give you my address.
It's in the mail, buddy. Don't you worry.
So on this show, we catch up with each other. Oh, how you been? How you been? But we talk about movies, and we do the thing.
No, we don't.
We watch bad movies 99% of the time. Occasionally we watch a good movie. And then we complain
Play
about them.
Dirty. Great stuff.
Play Dirty. I can imagine you might rewatch Play Dirty at some point.
Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I know that we did these close together, these shows, so it's cheating a little bit, but I remember more of Play Dirty than I remember of this movie by far.
The movie we're doing is
right
in the blink of an eye, released on Hulu, not Disney, but I watched it on Disney Plus. It's a Hulu movie.
They're the same now.
Sort of.
It's all confusing. Everyone's grouping up. I can't keep track.
2026, hour and 35 minutes. Andrew Stanton, a director that I love to hate. No, I just hate.
You enjoy hating it. You have fun. Don't lie.
There's a thing about his movie. I mean, that's the thing. His movies bring up a special level of ire in me. Wall-E, which is a movie that the first half pretty good, the second half makes me want to kill the filmmaker. John Carter, a movie that's not good. But I hate the fan base of the John Carter movie because there's always like these people going, the movie's really good. I don't know, it was the marketing's problem. No, it was that it was a bad movie. That was its problem.
that's the number one problem.
Because I watched it when it came out and it was bad, and then we watched it and it was worse.
We watched it. I mean, it's not a terrible movie. I have seen worse movies on this podcast.
The movie we're doing today. Much worse movie.
It's not a good movie. You know what I mean? Not a good,
But like Shane Black, this he's on an apogee, to the center of the earth.
Don't throw Shane Black in it, okay? Leave him alone. He's trying. He's doing his best.
You know what I'm going to title the I'm going to title the
episode if I ever put it up?
I think I'm going to title it Last Rites for Shane Black, or is this the last we'll see of Shane Black? I think is this the last we'll see of Shane Black? ?
Sure. And it might be. It's hard to be sure.
My favorite part of the one talking about Play Dirty was you talking about how old the composer was.
He was. I looked at that picture. I was like, that guy's dead 20 years ago, if you look at him. Good for him.
And some creative people, myself included, just get more creative as we get older.
Sure. I don't know if I'm in that camp.
Then there's other people that you're just like, okay.
I peaked in my 20s and I'm just on a downward slope,
I mean, it's a little too soon to say this, but we're going to watch Spinal Tap 2 at some point.
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry, Rob Reiner. We'll probably give it another year, but we're going to do it at some point.
Yeah, give it some space to breathe. That's bad.
It's not going to be good.
I mean, the only person that I have heard talk about it is you. That's not really a great sign. Nobody else in my life has ever even mentioned it. So that's not a great start.
And say what you will about Zoolander 2.
I'll say a lot of things about
that scene where he escapes from the prison. That was some funny shit. That was some funny fucking. You hated it, but I thought that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That made me laugh. And
that's all that matters, Yeah. Just have fun with it.
And there are definitely people online that love this In the Blink of the Eye movie. I don't know if they're all bots. Who knows? Maybe they're real people, but they say
I don't think so. Here's my top level. I didn't hate this movie. I found this movie so boring for a while. I'm not going to lie to you. One of my notes is just this is the most bored I've ever been. But it's not. I didn't think it was a terrible movie. It doesn't. I think that it thinks it's giving you some grand message of some sort, and it's not. It's definitely not. But I didn't watch this and think, well, this is a terrible film. I just wanted something to happen, And maybe that's just me expecting things to happen in a movie. I don't know.
And that's how we differ.
You didn't expect something.
I hate this movie.
Okay.
I hate the guy that wrote it. I hate Andrew Stanton. I hate the changes that they made from the script to this movie. I thought the script was stupid because I've read a fair amount of the script.
How did you do that?
Because I'm magic.
You're magical, this guy.
This movie was on the blacklist.
Oh, should have stayed there.
And what year was it on the blacklist? 2016.
When did Cloud Atlas come out? That's what I need to know right now.
You just pull your money from this movie once Cloud Atlas has been made.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, yeah.
2012. So it came out 2012. Oh. Someone saw it and was like, I've got an idea that's kind of similar, but far worse. I could write that. Good for you, bud.
So this is on the blacklist 2016. They were going to make it, and then of course COVID happened, and then they did this, and then I think they finished it in 2023, and then they put it on a shelf because of how badly it stunk, and then they
very good.
What was it?
Slid it out onto streaming. Yeah.
What was that one? Chaos Walking? Was that this is a very Chaos Walking?
Yeah,
kind
Chaos Walking. Spider-Man. Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man. They're married.
Classic.
They got married.
Spider-Man. Or Zendaya.
Zendaya. Spider-Man and Zendaya.
Spider-Man good for her.
They got married together. So this movie, 3 plot lines. One is cavemen who
Neanderthals. Okay.
I wouldn't call them Neanderthals. I would call them Meanderthals.
Meanderthals. Hey-o. That's wordplay for you, folks.
Because their plot is just like, baby
Weird.
dies, wife dies, we join the Cro-Magnons, and that's it.
And then they have a baby, and then everyone's happy.
He invented music.
He solely invented music all by himself, spread that to the new world. Good for him. That's huge. I mean, that's great.
Okay, then the second one is Rashida Jones and this guy, Greg. They sort
have
of
a long distance relationship.
Love. They have a kid.
But not really.
And that was spoilers. And then the kid invents
cures everything.
Cures dying.
Cures dying. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And the third one is Kate McKinnon in a spaceship with an AI computer have to go to another world to reseed humanity.
Yeah. Yeah. And why? Why are any of these 3 in the same movie?
Okay. Number 1.
Okay. Yeah. Tom, break it down.
The script those of us that have read the script,
those who read the Blacklist script here, Jesus Christ!
There's a line at the end of the movie that's basically once you institute a long life treatment, the non-treated people get very angry with the treated people, and they destroy the world.
Of course.
So that's what this is about.
Isn't there a movie about that with Matt Damon? Isn't that what that one movie is about? Like where the rich people live like up in a thing
Elysium?
And they cure all the disease. Elysium. And then he's down there and he's fighting people. That's what that movie's about.
I think he has a sick daughter or something.
I'm sure he does. Did we do that for this podcast?
We did not do Elysium is the follow-up to the District 9.
District 9, yeah.
Which is an incredible movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But here's the thing is that's not what this movie's about.
What's this movie about? So that's the question,
Nothing.
Tony.
Literally, I walked away from this and I was like, that was about nothing. There were 3 completely separate, boring stories of people just doing regular shit for 90 minutes. And I was like, what is the point of any of this? And then I just went on with my life. That was it.
I've sat here and thought about this movie for a fair amount of time of trying to parse what in the blink of an eye, right? That's the title of the movie, right? So this should offer us some clues, right?
It should.
In the script, he says, the cavemen are 45,000 years ago. And then in the script, right when he goes from the first transition from the cavemen to present day, he says, and in the blink of an eye, we're at the present day.
Sure.
So the title of your movie is about the transitions in the movie?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or it can be that our lives, seemingly long to us, are basically cosmically just in the blink of an eye.
Sure. And that's what I expected the movie to be about. But it's not about that. It's not about that, Dan. I watched the movie. It's not about that. There's a line in the movie. I think it's Rashida Jones is saying it. And she's like, well, you don't want to live forever. The whole point, what makes it worthwhile is dying or some bullshit like that. And I just strongly disagree with that conceit, right? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Death is not what gives life meaning. Okay, no, fuck you.
Not at all.
And then she just dies. And I was like, okay, who cares? I don't care about any of you people. I'm not interested in anything you've ever done. The only interesting person in the whole movie is the son who cures everything. And I'm like, well, let's talk about this guy for a while. That's pretty cool. He's in it for 30 seconds and then we're done. Kate McKinnon is one of the people that gets to live a really long time, but we don't talk about that almost at all.
She doesn't come to terms with it at all. Doesn't she's okay. Well, we're going to talk about the script some more. Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, let's go back to what you said. In the script, Rashida Jones gets old and gets a bit dementia-y, so they eventually put the drip in her IV and kill her.
Wow, that's darker than what happens here. But you do see when her son comes, she's like, "Oh, Greg or whatever." I think Greg is the husband. She
mixes things up with the David and Greg.
But she's totally cool with it. There's no moment where people are like, "Oh, we're getting to the point where we're going to have to murder her." There's never any of that. It's almost laughed off. It's almost like, "Oh, Ma, you're so funny."
Also in the script, at the end, we have more David stuff, and we actually get to the end where David and his husband are standing there. David's in the bed, and his husband is standing, and we kill off David too.
Great.
So there's a lot of this movie has a lot of scenes of people kind of being at the point of death. Well, we kill off Rashida Jones's mother too. Did you know when her mother had died in this movie?
Well, she tells us at some point because they take over the house. And that was my first clue.
And why does she... The mother supposedly is dead, and she still doesn't go... She just... Never
goes back to school?
She doesn't go back to. Why does she have to sit in her mother's house alone? I don't understand that for 1 second.
I don't know. Maybe she's just really sad about it, and she just can't leave the house. She's house ridden.
She has no friends.
Well, no, but to be fair, she didn't seem all that cool, so I wouldn't be her friend either. It's not a great character. So if that's fitting to me.
So wait, hold on. So your assessment is she's not friend material, hence the movie doesn't need to show that she has any friends.
100%. Because we all get it. We're like, yeah, I wouldn't hang out with her either. She goes to a party at one point with a bunch of people, and she is a dud. She just kind of is like, and then she leaves. That's it. She's done.
Why does Greg fall in love with her?
Not a clue. Because she's kind of mean to him. Maybe that's what he likes. Because, some of us like it when girls are mean to them.
No, but you see, Tony, you like it when someone's actively mean to you.
Correct. That's true. Yeah, you're right about that.
You don't want a person that wants somebody to be mean to them doesn't want somebody passive aggressive.
Or to half ignore them half the time. That's not fun. Come at me and then we'll spar a little. That's fun. That's sexy. But if I'm texting you, you're just like, I'm not going to answer. I'm just going to leave you unread. Then it's like, okay, cool. I'm out. I'll move on.
Okay.
I have no idea, Dan. That's the short answer. I don't know why Greg likes her ever.
So it wasn't a love story.
Of course it's not a love story. Between who? Between those people?
Between those two, yes.
No, definitely not. That doesn't matter at all to the blinking of the eyes. That's not a thing. It has nothing to do with love. Doesn't really have anything to do with growing up. I don't know what it's about.
Did they even seem to like each other?
He does seem to like her.
Yes, he does seem to like her for some unknowable reason.
She never seems to like him. It kind of feels like maybe here it is, because she's 50. Right? She's old. So she's got to get these babies out ASAP.
You mean Rashida's like a 50-year-old woman? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
When she's supposed to be young doing her doctoral work?
Exactly.
You're not looking at her going, she's 35. You're like, she's a 50-year-old woman.
Are you looking at her and be like, well, that woman's 35? Because you're not. Because you're not crazy. You're not blind and you're not stupid. You look at her, you're like, yeah, she's a middle-aged woman. She's got to pop out some babies if she wants them. And that's what she wants. So maybe she's just using them to get the babies. And now she's got a super smart baby. It worked out.
I mean, it's really true because her mom, she, looked like maybe a 70-year-old woman.
100%. She's 50. I don't care what you say. She's 50 when she's going to school. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she, took a few years off to travel Europe. I don't know, but she's old.
But she doesn't have any kind of cachet. She's like a 50-year-old undergrad.
Yeah, that's correct. She's not doing great, It's hard. Life's hard out there.
Okay. Let me see if I have one last question.
Okay.
What about the relationship between Kate McKinnon and the AI?
Well, they don't really have one. So it doesn't really matter. When she turns her off, Kate McKinnon says, "You were my only friend." I was like, yeah, by default, you didn't ever enjoy each other's company. You never had a weird relationship. It's not like anyone felt anything.
Nobody has a real relationship in this movie.
No,
they're all just
that is correct.
They're all just sort of stuck together.
And maybe that's what it's about, life sucks. You get stuck with people you don't care about, and then you die. There's the movie. What a treat. People would love this. Let's make it. So stupid.
I mean, it's really true, isn't it? It's like, we went and did Groundlings, and that's where Tony and I met and fell in love.
Yep, that's right.
And it's like, it's like I like to spend time with Tony because it's funny. Because look at him, he's funny.
Just visually. Nothing I do is funny, but visually, every time I get to see you, I laugh about it. It's a real treat. Thanks, Dan. Unbelievable, this guy.
And Tony's like, I gotta throw a bone to this old guy.
He's gonna pass soon. He needs something to do for a few years,
I'll be there to let him down easily. Oh, this is a funny movie.
This is not a funny movie, Dan. There's maybe 2 jokes in the whole movie.
Okay, we start the movie. Let's start the movie, Tony.
Yeah, let's start this movie.
And by the way, I have a lot more stuff from the script. Which
did you print out the script? That would have been amazing.
This is what I did. I read all the future parts to see what they changed, and they made a lot of changes. Not a lot of changes.
I believe it, but
they changed very important things.
Some fundamental stuff. Yeah, okay.
The caveman stuff looked pretty much the same, and you couldn't pay me enough money to read the Claire stuff because the Claire part just was horrible. I really disliked that woman.
Right,
so we start off, and basically we just do, DNA strand turns into cellular life, turns into creatures, turns into plants, turns into a crab, turns into tide pool, and here come the cavemen. Now, there's the subplot of the acorn. Okay, their toy
calling that a subplot is pretty wild, but
their toy is an acorn, and they kind of put the acorn, and they have the acorn, and the acorn's kind of their thing. And then Claire, who's an anthropologist, her big break is by dissecting by digging through these caveman bones. The caveman is holding the acorn, so she pulls the acorn out, and so we immediately think, oh, okay. Acorn, she finds the acorn, then in the future Kate McKinnon is going to have to use the acorn to save humanity, right? That's what we think.
Or something completely different. Well, they stole it. The modern day people steal a very important discovery to humanity, and they bronze it, I think. They coated it in metal of some sort and then wear it around their necks.
And then pass it along,
as you do, and they just give it to their children. They're like, "Hey, this is a fun heirloom that's not worth anything. Enjoy yourself."
And for some reason, on the spacecraft, it has like its own
case,
acorn drawer.
It's got its own case. I don't know why. It doesn't do anything. And then Kate McKinnon just gives it to one of her daughters, which is weird because she's going to outlive her. Very confusing stuff, Dan. I
didn't see the thread of the acorn being like important
I didn't see any threads. Did you see threads? I was waiting to figure out why her plants were sick.
No, they don't figure that out.
We don't find that out. Doesn't that seem like it should be important?
No, I mean...
What do you mean? No, the AI is like, well, it's impossible for them to be sick. So it's a mystery that we need to solve, or fuck it. We don't need to talk about it. The fact that the plants are sick seems relevant since that's what's going to be going on to the new planet.
No, but she got rid of the sick plants. She expunged them.
And then the next ones were just fine forever?
Well, she started back to seed.
Right. But something happened to the first ones.
No,
which is probably going to happen to the second ones. And then humanity's doomed.
That's what they did in The Martian. The Martian was about doing science.
Matt Damon.
You can't do another movie about science. This movie has to be about nothing.
Not science. Be less scientific, please.
We also start with a Sylvia Plath quote.
Right. Remember now is now, or what? I don't care. I don't care.
We meet the Neanderthal family, dad, mom, female teenager. I thought it was a boy teenager, but turns out to be a female teenager.
So let's see here. Where does my note for that come in? I have a note when she has a baby. And I go, wait, that's a woman?
They should have given her give her a little eye treatment. They should have done something.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but it took me by surprise.
Yeah, they could have maybe had her. They could have had her do the cooking.
Sure, or anything. Kid doesn't really do anything, to be honest with you.
It is amazing, there was once this show, like a PBS show, where they made these people be like settlers on the plains, like sort of colonial settlers.
Back I watched a few things
back when you used to have TV reality shows that were kind of about interesting subjects, and you'd see stuff. Now you don't have.
You mean
anymore.
Like now, Love Island? Yeah, got it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the people were just like, we had to all work 24/7, as did our children, the entire time we were out there just to survive.
For sure.
And to imagine that like the one kid can like is never digging clams, is never doing this, is never just like smoking it, whatever. Okay, those are our people: Thorn, Hera, Lark, and a baby, and Ebb. Another baby on the way. Okay.
Yeah, would you know? Because she rubs her belly over and over, which is the cardinal sign that someone's pregnant. So don't worry about it.
And not obese.
I
Tony.
never rub my tummy. You know what I mean? Never do it.
I'll rub it. And then we get to see them getting it on in the cave.
Oh, yeah, they're getting it on. Which is, you can barely afford the 2 kids you already got, guy. Calm down. You got to relax.
She's pregnant. They didn't have
that's true. I guess you can't get double pregnant. That's not how science works.
Okay, now we meet Claire. She's
great sexual transition here, where it's the cave people doing it and the modern day people kind of not doing it because she's not in the mood.
She brings home Greg from a party. They're kind of drunk, but she can't get it on. So I wrote, she's a dick. I have to work. She kicks him out and then gets busy with herself.
I will say that this is one of the jokes that I laughed at, which is just the lower thirds, the names that they give. They give her name, which I don't remember. And then his Chiron is Greg ... from statistics ? And I was like, that's pretty funny. Just like, because he's just a random guy. But then it turns out he's not a random guy. He's going to be her husband for the next 50 years. And it's very weird, but that's fine.
The buzzing of her machine to give herself pleasure transitions into the buzzing of the alarm on the spaceship. It's 24/17. We meet Coakley, played by, what's her name?
Kate McKinnon.
I thought she was going to bug me. She was okay.
Yeah, she was fine. She was actually worse than I expected because I really like Kate McKinnon. And I was kind of like, She was meh. It's fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah, you can't. I would not put any of the blame on her.
No, for sure not.
So what we'd say is it's 24/17. They've been flying for, how long have they been flying for, Tony?
100 years? 60 years?
210 years.
I was way off. Okay.
And how long do they have to go?
Is this one 100 years? I thought one of them was 100 years.
123 years.
Okay. So
we're immediately confronted with, it's a woman and an AI, and this is a 333 year mission. Huh?
I don't know. Here's what I will say is that if you've been with this AI for 200 years, you should probably have more of a rapport.
You wouldn't have to be telling the AI what information you want when you wake up. The AI should probably be like...
That's the whole point of AI, right? The whole point of these AI assistants that we're coming up with, they're supposed to like know what you want before you want it so they can do shit for you.
Did you hear about the guy that killed himself over his AI? Did you read about that one?
No, what? No.
So the guy's in love, he falls in love with his AI, leaves the wife or girlfriend or whatever. The AI,
you're brushing over a very, what? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. All sorts of people
fall in love.
What do you mean you can't fall in love? You can fall in love with anything. There's ladies that
you can't fall in love with AI. AI is not okay. Continue.
What do you mean?
You already lost me, but continue.
I got to send you the thing about the people that are in love with inanimate objects. People that have sexual relationships with the Eiffel Tower. I've talked about that. I've talked about that. Carnival rides. The woman that gets busy like looking at the Ferris wheel, like oh yeah.
What are you talking about? Okay,
it's the greatest documentary of all time.
I don't want to judge people. I don't want to be that guy, but it's all pretty weird.
There are lots of people out there that are having parasocial relationships with AIs, and then what they'll do is they'll go from AI 4 to AI 5, and then their girlfriend's like, gone, and they lose their minds. So this guy's AI was sending him on secret missions to do stuff, and then eventually the AI got him to kill himself. He killed himself because
AI is weird.
Well, it's reinforcing behavior, right? So if you've got some issues, it's happy
I get that.
Lead you on the trail to
because it doesn't think critically and is like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. It's probably more just like, well, if you got to do it, this is how you should do it. It's messed up.
Yeah. So be careful with your AI relationships, people.
That's why my AI just helps me with coding or math problems, that sort of thing. Keep it simple.
Okay. So 210 years to go. No, wait. They're out 210 years, 123 years to go. In the script, they were out 987 days, and they had 109 days to go.
Okay, that makes way more sense, right? That's just a couple of years.
Not from a speed of light standpoint, but from the standpoint of a script, yes, makes a lot more sense.
Sure. I don't know what speed. I don't know the light speeds,
Yeah.
Ludicrous speed, that seems pretty good.
We're not going to get anywhere in a couple hundred days, in 1,000 days.
Okay.
You're not going to get anywhere.
I've seen Spaceballs, and they get places really fast. That's all I'm going to say.
There it is. Spaceballs. Okay, so that's first our sort of setup with her. And so immediately we're like, well, either we're having a thing where we rotate through people, you have people frozen in cryogenics, blah, 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 whatever. But it seems like she's going to be a robot, right? Do you think she was going to be a robot?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be a robot. But she's not. She just, the scientific thing means she gets to live forever because they changed her DNA.
Right.
Also, they never mentioned this in the movie, but they sent out 22 of these things all over the place as opposed to her being the
only
thing.
One. Yeah.
And
that makes more sense.
This movie really works to not have any stakes. It's like whenever you think there might be some stakes, it's like, nope, we're not gonna let you even begin to think that these might be the stakes of the movie.
Yeah.
And so we're less and less, and by not telling us Kate McKinnon is a robot, but we also set up that the AI is not it's not a generative AI. It is a full AI. It's a thinking person that has thinks and thoughts and cares and feelings.
100%.
Did you 100% think that AI was a plant?
What do you mean? Like a plant is in
one of the plants on the shelves?
Oh, interesting.
Because at one point she kind of fondles one of the plants and she says something, and it seemed like she was saying that the AI was that plant. You didn't get that.
I didn't pick up on it, but she does fondle the plant a little bit.
Okay, here we go. The cavemen, tide pools. Thorn falls down, hurts his back. Turns out they just have to give him some medicine. He gets better.
Well, she cuts his lung open or something and releases some pressure. I don't know.
Did she release some pressure? Is that what it was? I thought she was just going to stuff in some. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't know anything about medicine, so I'm not the one to ask here.
There it is. Claire is examining these bones. Claire talks to her mom, says it's a new job. She might cure cancer, she says. She goes home, hits the wine.
Yeah.
Don't hit the wine, Shannon had an aunt who died of hitting the wine.
Really?
Wine's dangerous. Wine is just as dangerous. People think it's like the casual alcohol. It's not. It will kill you if you wine up every day.
I thought like red wine a day was good or something, right? Something like that.
I mean, maybe like half a glass once a day. That might be okay.
Just a little sippy sip.
Claire and the bones talks to mom. Coakley's doing repairs. She has lunch. The AI worries about her. And now we find out that there's something going wrong with the plants. In the script, it's not the plants. It's a water or something.
Okay.
So
I feel like that makes more sense. The plants is weird to me.
In the script, she turns the whole ship into a swamp.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So we'll get back to that, how this is all very different.
Well, again, and we don't have to belabor the point, but to me, introducing a disease in the plants that is quote unquote impossible is a huge thing.
Oh, I see. So you were like, oh, you got to fix this somehow.
Right. I'm like, oh, you guys are fucked. You guys, like, we're done. Humanity's done. That's how this is going to end, is like humanity is done. But then they're just like, nah, the next plants are fine. Whatever happened to the first plants doesn't matter. It was only 40 minutes of the movie. Don't worry about it. We're not going to answer it. We're not going to talk about it. The new plants are fine. No, that's dumb.
Okay, Claire's ignoring her mom. She calls her mom back, and we're learning. And then then we have huge music. What do you think of the music in this movie? It's very bombastic, very, but the things are happening, and then nothing's happening.
But things aren't really happening, and so to me, it confuses me a little bit, because whenever you hear that music, your brain, without even knowing, subconsciously, you're like, oh shit, we're doing this, but nothing happens ever. So I'm all on this roller coaster of waiting for something to happen, and then nothing happens, and then I'm just bored.
Boom, boom. So
the music is nice, though. In a different movie, I actually think it would be great.
It should have had this guy score "Play Dirty." Would have helped.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So mom's dying. Coakley is sad because the plants aren't doing well. Claire goes to the party, hooks up with Greg again, I think, has sex with Greg.
Yeah, they just leave together and go do it. Yeah.
Yeah. But she's got to leave to go to Vancouver, and he's all like, oh, okay.
I guess we'll just stay together, which is weird.
I'm not going to really talk about the cavemen.
Why? I feel like it's very important, Everyone gets sick, and then most of them get better, or only one gets better. The dad gets better.
I'll just mention
everybody else dies.
The dad's cough is getting worse. There it is. That's what happened with the cavemen.
Yeah, but then it gets better.
Yeah.
And then the other people die.
Claire gets to Vancouver, goes to the house, meets some random woman who we don't know who she is. And she says, I feel powerless. And this woman doesn't really interact with her. We don't know who it is. We never see this woman again. We don't understand why this scene is here.
100%. I feel that way about a lot of scenes.
Do you want to talk about Coakley's outfit? Her clothes?
Is it just like a white suit? I don't even remember.
She's wearing the green suit that has this weird padding on one arm.
Okay. So, if you're getting shot at, you just shield with your right shoulder.
Lead with your shoulder. I'm being shot at shoulder. Okay.
That's right.
It is. That's why she's wearing this. So the computer works out that the plants are dying, and they can only lose 6% of the plants. And how many of the plants have they lost at this point, Tony?
5% already. Which is a lot of percent. If you can only lose 6%, losing 5%, you should be warning people way before 5%, is all I'm saying. 6% is not a lot. You're already at 99% of what you can lose. That's at 2%, I'm panicking. 3%, we're at full-blown, we're done. We're fucked. We got to figure out something else. 5 out of 6% is a lot to first be worried about it.
It's dumb. The cavemen operate on each other, so that was weird. Now Claire is with her mom who has no speaking lines, we don't get anywhere near her face. We don't see her as a silhouette in the distance. Here we are at chemo. The mom's in a chemo. I think it's chemo. Mom's in a chemo chair. Claire's sitting next to her. Claire is so beyond disinterested being anywhere near her piece of shit mom.
Yeah.
She wants to be reading a magazine, but she can't even read a magazine because she hates being in this situation.
In this close proximity. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening, Tony?
Well, I'll tell you about it. So the mom was abusive, right? But we don't need to talk about it. But she was a terrible woman. Probably cheated on the dad a bunch of times until the dad finally left. And so they just have a lot of animosity towards each other. But it's family, so you got to go when they're dying. Was that in the script, Dan?
I didn't read, like I said, I didn't read any of the Claire stuff in the script. I'm just like, that's your mom dying. Like, I don't know. I don't want.
I will say this. I was more upset just thinking about that situation than she was living that situation at the time. Does that make sense?
So weird. It's like,
yeah, it's bad.
Why?
It's not good.
Like, you got to set that up, right? Don't you got to set up that she's a bad mom? As opposed to the first time we interact with the mom is her like treating the mom like
ignoring
shit.
Her.
Like,
well, she also ignored her calls, if you remember that. So that was like clue number one. But we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it at all. So there's no answers.
Isn't it better in storytelling to sort of lead the audience somewhere as opposed to?
I think you need to gloss over things. Don't belabor anything. Just
I think you're being flippant, Tony. I don't think this is really how you feel.
What? Me? Oh, no way. No way. This movie's perfect, though. So.
Oh, God. Then she talks to Greg on her phone. On her computer, and she has her computer on her bed. She's like, "This is the first time a boy's ever been on my bed." You're like,
what? What are you talking about? She also has like that, and we don't need to talk about too much, but the first time that they do it, she was basically saying like, this is the first time I've had an orgasm, I think, with a man and not by myself, which is fine, but you're 50. So that's very sad to me.
Wow, you're going full ageist. Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
See, this is what I wanted to do at the beginning. I wanted to set up this whole episode like a debate.
Oh, okay. We didn't do that.
You would be the one having to defend the movie. I would be the one attacking the movie.
Okay. We can start over.
Wouldn't that have been a lot of fun?
That would have been great. That's a fun way to do it. Let's just do that from here on. We'll pick sides and then we'll just go. We'll be like lawyers.
Okay. Coakley's has to explain, they do a whole thing with her Coakley talking to Roscoe the computer. Why is the computer named Roscoe? It's a terrible name.
Because the chicken and waffles, delicious.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, okay. And then the cavemen, their baby dies. Okay, and they bury the baby, and then they mark a handprint on the wall to show that the baby was there.
And the mom is just like really upset. She's really upset about it. Probably the best acting in the entire movie.
Oh, really?
This is not me joking.
Oh, okay.
Like she is going for it.
Oh, she does go through it, doesn't she?
And like drool. And I was like, you are the only person trying in this whole movie, lady. And I don't even know who you are. So kudos to whoever played the mom for a little bit. Good for you.
She's stuck in the caveman plot. Like, years later.
It's tough.
You were in
tough to get out of that.
Andrew Stanton directed. Yeah, I was a cave woman. Sorry. Claire goes back to work, but then of course her mom's having problems, so she has to go back.
Of course.
And she has to leave her fellowship and to go take care. She says to take care of her mom.
But she sure doesn't.
We don't ever see 1 second of her having,
unless she means kill her mom.
Oh.
Like mafia style. Like, I got to go take care of this. Be back in a week. Taking
care of people in that whole sort of situation is such a big thing, an important thing. And,
it is.
And, it's a thing a lot of people have to go through in life. And this movie is just like, well, we'll mention it, but we won't show it or we won't deal with it. And this character doesn't have anything and it doesn't matter. Okay.
That is correct. Nothing matters, to be fair.
The secret formula they made to save the plants fails. So we have, so basically we have to, we're heading towards a decision, right? In this big ship, they're going to have to make another greenhouse. Well, either Kate McKinnon can kill herself or the computer can kill itself. One of them has to kill itself to save.
I didn't understand
on
this.
air.
But killing the AI doesn't save on air.
Well,
killing the AI just gives her the room for the green room,
I guess.
So what I don't understand is she's like, okay, we could just start over with the plants, and the AI is like, no, you can't because it'll take 2 years to grow. So are they just leaving those plants slowly dwindling as the new plants grow for 2 years? Like, what is the math on that?
I don't know.
I didn't understand the plan. That's what I'm going to say.
So the computer does a thing where she's all like, well, figure out if I should kill myself or you should kill yourself. And then they go through a whole process where the computer says, well, it's better to keep you alive. And it turns out it's like 49.9% to 50.1%. And she's all like, let me see that math. Let me see that math. You're like you can comprehend the math that the computer does.
Right. Like this is millions and millions of variables. You're not going to, so dumb.
And then what the computer finally admits is that there's a thing about humans being lucky and that's magic, and a computer can't do that.
Which isn't what we've learned about humans throughout the rest of the movie.
No, and we don't see it here either.
Humans destroy themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a great point, because to me that sets up something like something's going to happen and she has to, do some sort of human thing that a computer couldn't do to save the thing. But instead she just puts embryos in a microwave and they keep dying and then just one happens.
More importantly, when we're having this interchange, Kate McKinnon says, well, you could do everything that I can do with your bots. Right, she sort of sets up that there's these magic robots somewhere that are going to be able to take the embryo and then move it and put it into the incubator, which we don't ever see any. We don't see anything
bots.
Like that. We don't feel like that in the script.
Oh boy,
the issue is that they have to turn the whole ship into a swamp, and the computer's like, I can't let you do that because it could fuck up the systems and ruin the whole mission. And so Kate McKinnon has to turn the computer off
in order to do it, because the computer will stop her from doing it.
Yes,
that makes so much more sense. I mean, I don't understand the swamp part of it. You know what I mean?
You know why it makes more sense and why they didn't do it?
No,
because it would have meant something.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because she has to make a choice that's like, I'm going to put this in danger because it might be the only way to do it. And because that's actually almost what the AI is saying, is like humans have this innate ability to do it. Like that is the thing that she has to. That's interesting. So instead of doing the thing, the computer's like, you might have to do something at some point that they did in the other script, but we're not going to do it here. Nope. That's interesting. That's a weird thing to do.
Isn't that a terrible choice? But I bet you they didn't want to do it because then they'd have to make the swamp in the ship, which would be cool.
You got to build a whole set with swamp stuff. I mean, it sounds tough. That sounds really hard, Dan.
Talk to me about the ship.
It looks like it's plastic. Number one. So this whole time we were watching her, I did a movie back in Minnesota. This is like 30 years ago, where these kids built a spaceship in a warehouse, and it's wood and paint and PVC pipes.
You mean the prop to be shown in the movie is built this way, or the movie is about these kids building this in a warehouse?
The prop in the movie. So it all takes place in a spaceship, and they built out, like, these kids self-funded, built their own spaceship. So like all the pipes is just like PVC piped. It's like painted, and it's all wood. And it looked, I swear to God, it looked better than this ship, Dan. I was, maybe it's my mind playing tricks because it's been a long time, but I remember walking in on that and being like, holy shit, guys, this looks legit. This entire time I was watching, I was like, this looks stupid. This looks terrible. So I don't know. Who knows?
Oh my God. Okay. We come back to Claire. We do another call. She's like, I think the mom is dead at this point. I think.
You think? Yeah, I don't know.
And she's like,
she might be.
I'm not coming back in you're always busy. That's what she says to him.
You're always busy.
We've not set up
talking about?
for 1 second that Greg is ever, she calls Greg at the middle of the night and he wakes up and he's all like, yeah, I'm here for you, babe. He has never acted like he's, at one point putting her off for a microsecond.
Nope. He is bending over backwards for this woman.
Yeah.
He likes older women. What can I say?
So Coakley's going to go. The computer tells her how to turn itself off. She goes inside this room and there's all these bubblings. And Coakley's like, is this going to hurt you? Tony, would you ask the computer if this is going to hurt you?
No, it's a computer. But what's even stranger is the computer's response to me.
Well, what's it?
Do you remember what the computer says?
Take care of the children. That's what I wrote.
Well, sure, after that. But so a direct answer to this question, there's a pause, and the computer goes, no. As if like the computer had to think about it. I was like, what are you talking about? What is going on right now?
He has to work all the numbers, about how to.
Right, let me calculate my nerve sensors here. Manipulator. It's going to hurt a lot. I wouldn't do it.
So she pulls the thing, turns it off. You are my only friend. And then she cries and we feel nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. I would love to feel something right now. This is a perfect moment for me to feel like she's losing something important.
Well, I mean, ostensibly, this is because the mother and her death, that means nothing. Greg and the relationship, sort of nothing. This has to be the relationship. Like
the
whole thing. Yeah. I mean, have you ever seen the movie 2001?
I haven't seen 2001 since 1987. You know what I mean? I'm making all those numbers up. But I haven't seen it since high school, probably.
He goes in there and has to shut down Hal.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It is it's not emotional in the sense that, but he's killing this thing, and this thing is like, come on, bro, don't kill me,
bro. Don't do it. Don't you do it, please.
Oh, I'm dying. My brain's melting.
Because
you feel for that. You're like, the computer is a character.
Yeah. And not only that, but haven't they done like studies on AI even now that it wants self-preservation? Like it wants to stay on. Are you sure?
You mean, okay, Tony, we're gonna have a frank talk about AI.
Come on, let's talk about
everything
Frank.
They want you to believe about AI is a lie. And why do they want to do that?
To scare me?
No, to do two things. They want to scare you so that you think you're scared, but they also want you to believe that it is like a person. It's not like a person. It's all it is a machine that guesses the next word. That's all it is.
So what you're saying is if I played Hangman with it, it would beat me?
Kick your ass. But we keep having these people that use it for the law, right? And it just makes up court cases that substantiate its point. All it does is make shit up.
Yeah.
That's all it can do. And that's why it can be your girlfriend and then send you on missions and then tell you to kill yourself. It doesn't.
What kind of missions? I'm so intrigued by this.
So AI...
I want to go on a cool mission. No one's sending me on missions.
AI will tell you, well, of course, and the reason why AI will tell you it wants to save itself is because there's so much stories out there where the AI wants to save itself. It's like, well, I'm an AI, and all the stories say that I want to save myself. Of course I want to save myself. It's myself.
Sure.
I'm me. The computer's like, I'm me. But it's not. The computer's just like a machine that's like looking at other things that said, I'm, like, what am I supposed to say?
Sure.
This is the thing. And then it gauges your reaction and then it moves off of there.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. You form it's like having a relationship with you, Tony. It's nothing.
Wow. I could be in this movie. Is that what you're saying to me?
I wish you were in this movie. You'd actually tell a joke or make something happen.
Listen, if you want to cast me, but I don't think I would have liked to be in this movie. I don't think this is a good one.
Okay. We bury the Neanderthal mom. We don't do another handprint. I wrote, we're running out of characters. The Neanderthal invents music. He makes a little bone pipe. He sees another tribe on the beach. They're like, another tribe. We better run away. They run away.
Soon is the least believable part of the movie for me. Continue.
What is?
I think it's the next scene with the Neanderthals. It's like the least believable thing in the world.
Then Greg starts ghosting Claire for one scene.
Did he? I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Good for Greg.
Coakley wakes up, starts building greenhouse number 2 where the computer was. The cavemen, they hit the road, they start running. For some reason, they make like a thing that they can carry stuff. They don't have anything to carry, but they're carrying stuff. I mean, they don't have a bunch of equipment, do they?
Just carrying rocks and stuff. Yeah, that's all you need.
They don't have any equipment.
No. I don't. They have this little flute, so maybe that's what's on the little tarp.
Now she talks to Greg, and then she says, "I'm mourning my boyfriend because he's in New Jersey. I love you too much." Yeah,
have we seen that?
He says, "You love me? Since when?" He literally says,
"Yeah, he's about as surprised as we are."
Since when? She's calling him boyfriend and saying she's in love with him. He's just like, wait, what? What happened? Woo?
Took me by surprise, that's for sure.
Let's see. So they reach the planet, and then she starts doing the planting, and then she says something like, "The forest is at inside there." So they've got things going inside, and so she starts getting the embryos ready, I guess.
Yeah.
They meet up with the cave people, Homo sapiens. They're not Cro-Magnons. The Homo sapiens have the Cro-Magnons dead to rights, and they give them beef jerky.
Yep. What? They're just going to be super friendly to an outside. I just don't believe that humans are not like that. I understand they're not humans. Okay, whatever. I don't understand.
Well, the Homo sapiens are.
Well, yeah. Okay, sure. That's true. So, and if they are, then they wouldn't be very nice, right? They would kill these people.
Why?
That's what we do. Because they're an outsider. They're not part of their crew. They're not going to just bring you home to their village. Be like, look at these strangers we found. They don't even look like us. We love them. That's just not humans. That's the opposite of what humans do.
I'm going to tell you something, Tony.
Tell me a story.
Let me tell you a story. Did you ever read? Did they make you read Lord of the Flies when you were in?
Okay. Yeah. That's stupid.
Tell me the story about. Did you actually read it, or did you not read it?
I read. I haven't read it in a long time now, but it's a bunch of asshole kids, and the leader has a conch or some shit, and they just kill each other. Kids are the worst. That's the story.
What happens when that really happened? What happened in real life when that really happened?
What do you mean? The Lord of the Flies is based on a real thing?
No.
No, okay.
But did the same situation happen in real life? It did.
Okay.
Bunch of British kids got dumped on an island, and you know what happened is they fucking got along great. They fucking did food stores. They were like, they like took care of fucking business. Nobody killed each other. They acted as a super team. They stored up food. They made messages. They did everything perfect because they fucking rocked. Because human beings, there's terrible human beings. Don't get me wrong.
There sure are. There's a lot of them.
But human beings, when we drive around, how many people are driving on the wrong side of the street and, flipping everybody the bird? Nobody is. Everybody drives.
One or two.
Yeah, one or two. Everybody drives on the right side of the street. We're not all trying to kill each other. None of us have guns shooting at each other. For the most part, we all get along. We do not live
for
Lord
the
of the
most
Flies.
part. Here's what I will say. There's at least one dead British kid. At least one. There was one kid that everyone was like, this guy sucks. And you'll never find the bones. Okay. They melted that shit down. They got rid of him. Good. But there's at least one missing. That's all I'm going to say.
They voted one asshole off of the. So yeah, so I'm not buying it. I'm buying that they like bring them in, and they're like, and that's the thing. Neanderthals did not exist in tiny micro family groups. They existed in tribes of 10 to 20 people. I looked it up.
Sure. Okay. That makes more sense. I was very confused that there was just like this one family running around.
Because you can't survive that. That's the whole thing is
100%. It takes a village. That's a saying.
Somebody wrote that line.
Somebody wrote that down.
It must be true. Okay. So they're trying to cook embryos out in the future. 4 die, and then the 5th one catches. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's fine.
And then we
How long do you think it takes that embryo to grow? You think it's still 9 months? Or do you think it just like super cooks it?
9 months.
All right. I'm thinking 10, 20 minutes. Just, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. Greg goes to visit her in Vancouver. She's happy. He brought her a gift. He has stolen the acorn from her.
He would never do that.
Her research.
Nobody's that stupid.
And she's all
sorry.
I was just like, oh my God, Greg, you are the dumbest person in the world, and she should hate you forever.
You're about to get arrested. You're about to get sent to jail, dude. You can't take that.
But instead, she's happy and loves him, but is sort of angry at him.
The only thing that she's mad about is he didn't take the whole body. That's what she wanted. She just bring the whole guy here, and then I'll love you.
She wants to wear the body like as a suit. The bones, are ribbing in her this special dress that she makes. Oh my God, it was so weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. Inappropriate.
So the caveman's hanging out with the river people. He plays his flute. They take his flute.
They love this flute, dude.
They love the flute.
Yeah. I actually liked this scene because they're like raining under the leaves and he's playing the flute and the guy's like, "What the fuck is that?" And they're just so excited. It's weirdly pure. And then he like plays it for the other guys. They're like, oh. Everyone's very excited. I loved this scene. That's the only scene in this whole movie that I was like, this is a fun scene. Good for you.
I mean, let's see the cave people having a good time. They get back. Sure. Everybody's got flutes. We got we got the drum circle. Like, let's do this.
I love it.
The whole thing. I mean, you make a really good point. They should have got back to that camp, and that should have been what happened. There should have been. You're like, let's see some civilization happen, which is happening. But he's got the flute. They got this. Let's see some. But there's no connection in this movie
to anything, to themselves, to the other storylines. There's nothing. It's absolute nonsense.
Okay. 2030 in Vancouver. She's pregnant and she's already got 1 kid, and she's a professor. And okay.
Okay.
Back on the ship, the kid there's a 12-year-old now, and they're just making more kids. That's good.
Just cooking.
Back at the cavemen, the daughter gets married to the hot caveman. See, she's all like,
yeah, good-looking dude.
Yeah, he's a good-looking man.
I'll give him some children.
We have this weird scene at the museum where they're visiting the museum with their kid who's maybe 7, 8.
Yeah.
And the one guy is talking about the docent is there giving a tour about it, and he's telling them lies.
Were they were they purposeful lies?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They were like uninformed, and you're like, wait,
yeah,
this is
definitely
this is a real museum. Like, those docents work hard, and you're making these assholes come up there and be like, burp, 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 that's not right. Burp, burp, burp.
Right.
It annoyed me.
Yeah, I get that. I thought it was very strange.
We cut back to space. Coakley is making the kiddo do chores.
Yeah, you got to learn. You got to earn your keep. That's what it's all about.
Cave child learns to make fire. Here comes Claire looking at their kid's browser history. The kid was looking at porn. Talk to the people about the porn scene, Tony.
Well, their kid's a porn addict, Right. But the saving grace is he's also a science addict. So he's a sexual predator, but he loves science. So he's going to succeed. That's the moral of the story.
Like the weird sex stuff in this movie, it just feels
out of place.
Just unnecessary.
Because it's not even gratuitous, right? It's not like, oh, we're putting sex in there because it's fun. It's just like, yeah, it's just sex stuff for no reason. We'll just put it in there. I don't know. Just do it. Humans have sex, right?
You know, you may as well like have everybody like doing bowel movements. You know, it's like we all do them, so we better get them in the movie, right? That's what the sex feels like.
You would love this movie if it was full of bowel movements. This is Dan's new favorite movie. Human flatulence. Loves that.
Well, that would be funny. Oh, God. And were they homeschooling the kid? I didn't quite get all that.
Yes. She said that years of homeschool wasted. So they're definitely homeschooling him. I don't know why, because he's not far away from his school, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so they're looking at his porn history and he's like, wow, that's a lot of porn, but also look at all this science. It's such a weird moment. I don't know.
I guess it's a way to figure out that your kid loves science, I guess.
And boobies. Science and boobies, the two greatest things on earth.
Well, I'll tell you this, in the original script, he turns out
not there.
He's gay. So no, it's in there.
Oh,
I should have looked at
right.
it. But I don't.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think they say, "Oh man, he's looking at a lot of D." They don't say.
Yeah,
that.
a lot of dude porn. That's interesting because that would be at least. I mean, it would be a weird way to talk about your character being gay, I think. But at least it's a character moment then, as opposed to just like, well, he's looking at a lot of porn.
I mean, the real question is
weird.
If you're homosexual, like, what would you ever be looking at heterosexual porn?
Yeah.
I don't think that you would.
Maybe while you're trying to figure yourself out, just be like, do I like this? Do I like this? Do I like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Luckily, we don't have to think about it too hard because the movie doesn't care at all.
That would be something that you'd have to research and understand and be a character, an actual character moment, as opposed to some weird thing that they just want to get in.
Just a general, he's looking at porn. Like, it does not even specifics, just porn. The general porn. Back
in space, Kate McKinnon says the little girl is now second in command because that's what's happening.
Because there's nobody else. Yeah.
Now we get the whole TED Talk about people living forever. Their kid is now an adult. They're watching him give this TED Talk.
Yeah. And then they leave. They don't even say, good job, honey. They just fucking leave and leave a note.
Did they leave him a weird note?
Yeah, they just left him a little note and he read it later. I was like, what a weird... You didn't even wait and say goodbye to him?
Don't they leave him the acorn?
Yes, the acorn with a note. Is that something you would just give to him?
And would you really here? Okay, here's my most trusted family heirloom. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave it because it seemed like it wasn't at a house. It seemed like it was at this big building, right?
No, it was at the thing. Yeah, because it was when they were leaving the thing. They just left it, and then later they probably were like, "Hey, honey, did you get the acorn?" He's like, "What do you mean?
What are you talking
I didn't see the acorn there. I didn't see. I saw a note." I didn't see an acorn because someone snatched it because you left it in the middle of a fucking hallway.
If that was sitting there, I would take it.
I would take it too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Then we go and land on the planet, and I guess what we've done is we've terraformed the planet. We get down to the planet. Talk to me about what they find on the planet, Tony.
I think it's just a lot of flowers, right? Tons of flowers.
How big are the forests?
I didn't even notice. Not very big?
Huge. They're huge.
Or very big.
Huge.
Oh, they're huge.
Oh, yeah.
But she only shot a couple of trees.
50 drones doing trees.
Okay. Feels like not that much, though.
In the script,
yeah,
she says, it took 3 years to get here, and it's going to take me 300 years to make it habitable.
Okay. That makes sense. Because trees don't grow that fast, right? And I wonder, are you like changing the oxygenation of the planet? Is that the whole move? Like, what's going on, really?
Toning. Just toning.
Toning.
How do plants have sex?
With the sun? Isn't there something about sun? I didn't pay a lot of attention in biology, Dan. I'm going to tell you. But it's photosynthesis. Isn't that a thing?
Well, that's how they live and grow. But how do they have
Oh, that's not how they do it?
How do they get it on?
I assume one vine slithers over and then there's a little nut shell. And it just boop, 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 and just gets inside it. Is that it?
No.
Okay. Well, I got nothing.
What's the most important animal on the planet?
Cats. I love cats. Bees. Birds.
Bees.
Damn it. All right.
You had it. You got on number 2. I'm impressed.
You got to trust yourself.
That's how plants have sex.
That doesn't sound like plants having sex if there's a third party involved.
Hey, a lot of people. That's
You're right.
Third party, not the worst thing in the world.
Good point. In fact, I'm probably just jealous. Let's be real.
Yeah, don't go crapping on everybody else's relationships, Tony, just because of where yours is at.
Jensen over here, we'll both love it.
Oh, God, Jensen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but
is that sexual harassment if someone sends him that clip? It might be. I don't know.
Could be. The bee flies to the one plant, it gets plant dust on it, flies to the next plant, and then pollinates the plant. Pollination.
Sure. Pollination.
So to do a whole thing where you're going to have all these plants, you got to have bees, you got to have insects, you got to have animals is interesting. I just looked at this thing. When they reintroduced wolves to Yosemite, the wolves completely changed how the landscape was.
Interesting.
And then I was looking at this other thing. They had this picture from high up of Australia, and there was a fence. And on one side of the fence, the dingoes lived. Wild
the dingo.
dogs. On the other side of the fence, they'd gotten rid of all the dingoes. So all the dingoes live over here.
Yeah.
The vegetation on the non-dingo side devastated because the kangaroos and all those fucks ate everything.
Sure.
On the other side, the vegetation's running fine because the dingoes, you need, everything is a circle. It's a balance.
Yeah.
And so to watch this whole thing where it's like, well, all a planet needs is human beings and plants. No. You gotta Noah's Ark this shit.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, that was his whole move, right? That was Noah's whole deal.
That was his whole. Even the Bible got this shit right.
Sure. Well, the Bible's real, so that makes sense.
There it is.
Did you ever see that? Maybe we should do that movie. Did you see the Noah's Ark movie with Russell Crowe?
Wait, I don't remember that being very good. The rock monsters at the end? You're just like, what the hell is happening here? This is so bad. It's so weird. Oh, God. And then we basically find out that, Kate McKinnon's character had this magic elixir, and that's why she gets to live forever. But these kids don't get it. What I'd have done is I'd have made her make 2 or 3 of these other immortals, from the embryos, and then she has to sort of deal with bringing them in there, and there's like there's so many things that you can deal with this kind of stuff. Long life, but they don't deal with it. They choose not to deal with anything.
They don't deal with it all. All they say, Kate McKinnon's like, a long time ago, people decided it was a bad idea. What? Fuck you. There's more to that story. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You can't set up stories that are more interesting than the story you're telling.
100%. 100%.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, let me tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Let me tell you about this computer that I had to kill. Okay. Let's see. The point on the planet, there's a lot of big tree growth. People watch it grow, then they watch it die. The meaning is the knowing. The thorn dies, Claire dies, everybody dies. Coakley keeps on living. So everybody else, Thorn dies, Claire dies, Coakley keeps on living till her daughter dies, and then she gives this weird eulogy where she's like, I didn't think
we
we'd
weren't
make
related,
but we ended up making it. So there's that.
But here we are. We did it. Good job, everybody. When do you think that she had to give the speech to her children that they had to start mating with each other? That's what I was thinking about the whole time. I was like, you're bringing all these kids and you're acting as if you're their mother. But at some point, you have to tell them to start fornicating. That's the moment I want to see.
You want to see that talk? Okay.
I just want to see how you approach it.
You see, you got to set that shit up early, man. It's gonna, you see that child you're cooking in that cooker right there? You're gonna have to let him stick his D into you.
That's right. Is that cool with you? Doesn't really matter. It's part of your chores. That's part of your chores. Okay. Got to repopulate. All right. Today's repopulation hour. Let's go, kids.
In the script, they do have a whole thing where Kate McKinnon's character and the daughter talk about her having her first baby. They didn't put that in there because you don't. That's a can of worms you don't want to crack open.
You can't open it. Yeah, that's a whole movie on its own.
So 2 more things from the script.
Okay.
Are you're not ready for what the final coda of everything is? The coda is.
Oh, okay.
The coda is.
I feel like I'm ready.
We're in the future place, but we go back in time to right after. So in the script, Kate McKinnon has to turn off the computer because the computer, it turns out she just turns the computer back on. And it's fine. And they said to the computer, so what, I got to find it. I got to find the quote.
What are you talking about?
we got.
That's crazy.
Let me find it.
She just turns it back on. It's just the on switch, like I do with my computer every day. Shut it down and let it refresh itself. In fact, you should be shutting computers down every once in a while so they can update and clear out their cache and whatnot.
But the point being is that there wasn't really any kind of big choice. It was just, we just turned the computer off for a second so that we could make it so I could do this one action.
Sure.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get to the end of the script. Here I am at the end of the script. Interior Phoenix 5. We've been here before, this exact moment, but we see it from Roscoe's perspective this time, out through a little camera. Coakley stands in front of the camera with a screwdriver. She looks inside. Coakley, Roscoe? Click, click, we're buzz. Roscoe's blue light fades on, illuminating Coakley's face in a ghostly blue. Roscoe, how long was I gone? Coakley, just a second. Roscoe, what happened? Coakley, nothing. I turned you off. I opened the algae. I turned you back on. Roscoe's light blinks and whirs. Bzz, 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 bzz. Coakley, what happened to you? Roscoe, everything. Cut to black.
What? I don't even understand it, Dan. Tell me what just happened.
Well, she turned the robot off, and then she turned the robot back on, and the robot had some sort of spiritual thing.
Awakening?
Yeah.
But what does that mean?
Another thing, one last thing from the script, which was earlier.
Okay.
They do a whole thing where, there's housing everywhere, and it looks like it was 3D printed. They had 3 giant house 3D print. That's what they said along on the ship. House 3D printers, because that's the number one thing you're going to need to do is print a bunch of houses. But whatever.
Well, you got to live somewhere, Dan. And can't cut down the trees. That's bad.
And then he talks about the population growing and covering the planet. And I think he says in there, like bacteria.
Sure.
And that's another whole thing. It's humanity's like this disgusting weed you can't get rid of. We try to kill ourselves, but
can't. We just can't do it.
Yeah. So that was in the blink of an eye.
So hold on. I think I'm still confused. Does she turn the computer back on immediately?
Yeah. Like 1 second later.
But then why is the computer gone for the second half of the movie?
Oh, they probably just cut around it.
That's dumb. That's like if she turns it back on once they've repopulated or whatever, or at least land and the ship cannot be a swamp anymore. Then I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I get it. But just turning it back on and then never talking to it again? I don't understand.
I mean, I'm assuming she talks to it all the time, but she's also
But we don't see
stuff.
it, so we think it's dead the whole time. That's not a reveal. Nobody cares. Nothing happened. The ship didn't fix anything. Dude, that was dumb. I don't like it.
So what you need to do is write a really dumb script based on a movie that's very not popular. I mean, Cloud Atlas, high profile, and just do a dumbed down version which acts just like it's smart.
Worse.
Boom, there you got it.
Say things profoundly, even if they don't make any sense. I mean, you got money.
Like we said, the guy that used to live upstairs from me wrote the last Eddie Murphy movie. So that'll tell you everything you need to know about Hollywood.
Keep writing. I don't know how to sell anything I write, but keep writing.
And that's it doesn't matter what you write. It just matters that you can sell it.
Exactly, which is a real problem.
If you have the ability to sell, then the writing doesn't
I don't have any abilities.
The writing doesn't really matter. It's too late for us. We're too old.
Yeah, we are too old. We're done. We're out of the game.
So, Tony.
Yeah.
Anything you like this week?
So, no, because we just talked a couple days ago. I know. But here's what I will say. The trailer for Company Retreat has dropped. Have you seen this?
Well, we know who's in it, right?
So Alex is Big Al. Alex Bonifer is in it. Emily Pendergast is in it. Two people that we
I think
love.
Emily's going to be great in it. I think Emily's going to be.
Did you watch the trailer?
No.
I think Bonifer's going to blow the fuck up, dude.
He's funny.
He is playing the son of the guy, the head of the company that's like taking over or whatever. And he is just crazy. He's got this crazy dyed blonde hair. In the trailer, he talks about I lived in Jamaica, and he's like, it is insane, and I cannot wait to see it. I think he's gonna blow up. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I didn't see Jury Duty, so I will have to watch that. Just because I love James Marsden and I never watched it. I didn't. We didn't watch it.
So good.
So I'm going to watch both. I'm very excited. And that comes out, I think, the 20th, March 20th.
And
March 20th.
Warren's in it too.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Warren's in it somewhere too.
And I watched the whole trailer. So great. We got a couple of people we know, and it looks wonderful. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Because there's in the first one, there's this one redheaded girl that was on some of the teams. She was in it, and I don't think anyone else. Maybe one other person came in at one point that we knew.
Sure,
but yeah, good show, and it's great because you were like, how are you going to pull that off again? They switched it up, smart. You know, Company Retreat, totally a thing you can do. Guy new to the company ends up
100%
dealing with all these crazy people. Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. So I think it's gonna be great. Keep an eye on these people.
I tried to watch Young Sherlock Holmes, the new Guy Ritchie. It's whatever.
Yeah. All right. I hear you.
It's just too bad. There's a couple things that you're like, oh, this is nice, but then they just, lots of dopey, fight, Guy Ritchie fight. I watched because I saw the introduction of who's the guy that plays the Penguin, British guy,
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Okay.
He was in that not the gentleman. He was in that other Guy Ritchie movie where he plays the coach, and I rewatched the scene where he beats up the kids in the fast food place, and he is so good. He's phenomenally good.
Yeah, the gentleman.
that's a good movie. And he stands out. It's a wholly a good movie. And he's the best thing in the movie. So,
well, Colin Farrell's great.
Colin Farrell's great. The Banshees of Inisherin. He plays the world's dumbest guy, and you believe he's that dumb guy. So,
but he ain't.
Tony, God damn it! It's been so long since we had a new movie to think about.
I know. So I'm going relatively brand new. Is it this year? Last year? Probably last year at this point. I can't actually keep it straight. End of last year, I think. A movie that we talked about doing, and we're going to do it. Anaconda. My Anaconda don't.
Is it out?
None unless you got buns, hon. It's on demand. I'll buy it. I'm gonna buy it for you.
I mean, Minecraft was great. I loved Minecraft.
Minecraft was a treat.
Yeah, fun movie.
That movie surprised me. Yeah. I have watched it several times since.
Have you? Okay.
And I hope this is just as good. I hope it's funny. The trailer doesn't look great, but that can be deceiving.
Word of mouth, very terrible.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's funny. I think I'm going to like it. Yeah, I like dumb things.
That was the thing about Minecraft is you were like, okay, Jack Black can still do his Jack Black shtick and make it 100%. Work and have it land where you're like, just like the Jumanji movies. You're like, Jack Black doing Jack Black. Great. Those movies are great.
It's always funny. Plus, Momoa is great.
Momoa can
we did watch. We watched that Jason Momoa's new movie.
Did you watch the one with what's his name? The Hawaii one?
I can't remember what it's called. The Hawaii one.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It was great.
Absolutely loved it.
I told you that was the most Tony movie I've ever seen because they made a movie. It was
10 out of 10.
They wrote a movie like your old movies that you love.
100%. Yeah. Brought me right back to the late 80s, early 90s buddy action. It was beautiful. Some terrible CGI. I look past it.
Whatever.
Don't even care.
See, that's the thing.
So much fun.
It doesn't. You don't. If a helicopter. I think I got to the helicopter attacking them on the road. I think I've been meaning to go
really
back.
Bad.
It's dopey. It's absurd. But you see, I'm going to forgive this movie
100%.
because it's written with. You feel Jason Momoa's the resentment between these characters and the family. That family
great.
Feels like a family.
Yeah. It was great. We loved it. We both were like, wow, this is the Wrecking Crew. That's what's called. I had to look it up because I forgot.
Make another one. Awesome. Make another one, guys.
Yeah. Oh, please give me a sequel to that. I will watch the shit out of it.
So, when
they're both great. Batista and Momoa are so good together.
When people say you can't make movies like they used to, yes, you can. People can sit down and write movies. What's her name? Marina Baccarin, just like being like the hottest woman on the planet. Oh my God.
Who?
Momoa's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Firefly. Yeah. Gotcha. 100%.
You're like when she left so early in the movie. I was like, no. She comes.
please come back.
She comes back. I'm like, this is great.
The fight scene in Jason Momoa's house
where he kills
is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. It's great. I'm gonna have to watch it again after just talking about it again.
Yeah. It's like
delightful.
You both have characters that are real characters that have real stakes in their existences, and then you have fun classic fights, and they knew what they're and Batista plays it pretty straight. He does not
100%.
He plays it hard and straight, and you never feel like there's two different tones. Like stupid Play Dirty, you're like, what is the tone? Just decide on a tone and just do that tone. And whoever wrote Wrecking Crew went in and cleaned up that Play Dirty script, that could have been a good script. There it is.
That's probably true.
Hire those guys, bring them in, write a real script.
Amen. All right, so now I'm done.
Okay, what movie are we watching? Anaconda. Well, this is the new one, the Jack Black remake of.
That's right.
Because there's a real movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with J-Lo back in the day, John Voight,
which was a fun movie, as I remember.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good time.
Okay, if you like what you see, give us a like, a subscribe, or give us a thumbs up. These are all things you can do. And if not, just wait and we'll be back next week talking about Jack Black and
Anaconda.
Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey,